Finally, as far as bells and barrels go, I want to talk to you about something that I find rather important, and I think that will save you a lot of trouble and a lot of time, and it save you also a lot of money. And these are what I call kind of clarinet horror stories. Over the years, I've gotten some clarinets to work on for people for acoustical reasons, and they've included in their clarinets often very fancy-looking, visually attractive-looking bells and barrels, and so on. And when I tested those bells and barrels, I found that they, in many cases, weren't even as good as the original equipment that they got with the clarinets. Very nice-looking barrels on the outside, but I look on the inside, and the wood is so unstable that it's all roughed up, and it's swollen up. And then when I measure it, the bore of the barrel is actually smaller than the central cylinder of the clarinet. It's like a pea shooter. You can't get any air in it. So it's a nice, attractive piece for the coffee table or the mantle in the living room, but as a suitable thing to make music on, maybe it was in its original building, but because of its instability or whatever, it's really become something rather more of a liability for clarinet playing than an asset. In the same turn, I've found bells that didn't improve the transition, didn't play as well in the transition as the original product, and I've seen in a couple of different cases people choose completely inappropriate bells. I remember one guy who had chosen actually an A bell, or what was the length of an A bell for his B-flat clarinet, and not only didn't play as well in terms of transition from than his original bell, but it tuned the bell B 15, almost 20 cents flat. Absolutely absurd, absolutely unworkable, and he paid a heck of a lot of money for this. And why did he do that? He did it because he wasn't properly educated. He couldn't defend himself from the hype and from going along with the crowd like a clarinet sheeple would, just right along. Okay, you don't want to be in that crowd. You want to be in the people who know, in the crowd of the people who know what they're doing when they're testing equipment, and they're not blinded by hype or by some visual attraction, or maybe even some isolated aspect of the instrument or of a piece of equipment that might seem to be attractive at the moment, but when you go out you find out it's a big problem. We've had that problem with Texas band directors here, they like the sound, say, of the M13, M15 mouthpieces. They get their kids to play it because they like the sound, but they never think of checking the tuning. And then when they do, they find out their clarinet sections can't play up to pitch. And many of their bands don't really hold the discipline to 440. Clarinet players are completely lost when they have to play, when they're playing flat. There's no solution for it except to change barrels or change mouthpieces, or maybe equipment altogether. But that's what happens when you don't think thoroughly about what you're doing. Don't be in that category. Okay? Don't make yourself a victim of a clarinet horror story. Get the knowledge you need. Practice testing until you can really discern good equipment, and when you buy something, you know really why you're buying it, and you can articulate in very specific technical terms why you're buying it. That's your defense. Okay? So with that, I think I've said all that I'm going to say about bells and barrels, and I thank you for watching. And please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Get your friends to subscribe. I'm here to share knowledge. I'm here to help you save money, help you get the best equipment that you can get, help answer your questions, and as far as I can answer them. I don't know everything, but if I don't know it, it's pretty sure I'll know somebody who does know it, so I can inquire for you. I'll be glad to do that. Thanks again, YouTubers, and please sign up if you haven't already, and visit our website. We've got some really great products that'll save you money, and we won't rip you off.